I just saw a comment under a video that in that video was basically showing one of the concentration camps in Germany. So someone under this video commented or recommended the movie The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked that this is being recommended as a case study or like this is the movie I'm talking about. This movie is not real. This movie is solely based on fiction. Neither of these boys existed. This movie is not real. Like, um, and before I say what I want to say, I just want to clarify I'm not Jewish, and my perspective on this is the perspective of an outsider. Clearly, I'm just judging as a German and as a from a standpoint of basic common sense, because this is in no way, shape, or form is this right. This can never be right. In no reality can this ever be right. So let's just look at it. So if you ask Google and put the boy in the striped pajamas true story, this is what comes out. It's a work of historical fiction, not a true story. While it's set during the Holocaust and explores themes of empathy and understanding, everything is wrong with this. Everything is wrong with this. There is listen. There is literal footage. The Nazis were so fucking sick that they recorded their crimes on camera. And I'm not talking about occasionally, I'm talking about hundreds of hours of footage that were, by the way, also part of the Nuremberg trials, if you want to look that up. We do not need an historically made up, a fictional film to create empathy and understanding. What the fuck? There is literal evidence of real people that were murdered in concentration camps. Real footage, not just of them being shown, how they were tortured, how they were stabbed. There is real life footage, actual footage. We do not need made up shit to create empathy. What the fuck? Anyway, um, the specific events and characters in the story are not based on real individuals or a documented event. The story is a fictionalized account of a German boy, Bruno, and his Jewish friend, Shmuel. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Who met in a concentration camp setting. Okay, if you have never watched the movie, basically, these two kids become friends through the fence, quite literally, which one was quite literally impossible because these fences were like heavily guarded. People were not allowed to escape. People could not escape the concentration camps. This was not some type of fence. Because in the movie, he's like, is this not to keep the animals in? And the Jewish boy is like, which animals? This is for us not to get out. So implying that the fence is just some light fencing that you can just crawl under. The fuck no, that's not what happened. That's not historically accurate in any way, shape, or form. There was no escaping. There was no escaping. So there was no room for them to could have formed a bond through a fence in the first place. Now it gets even worse. The child named Bruno, which is the child to an SS official inside the camp, right? Meaning one of the people killing Jews. His dad basically is one of the people killing Jews. So the movie talks about the novel depicts Bruno and Shmuel's friendship and their shared experiences in a camp, which is a work of imagination, not a documented account of real friendship. How fucking sick must you be to sit down and have hours and hours of real footage of actual happenings, of actual facts that were, by the fucking way, already terrifying enough? What happened during World War II is beyond human comprehension. You do not need to make up a fictional relationship between the child of a murderer and the child of someone that's being killed. What the fuck is wrong with humanity? And of course, this movie was rightfully criticized multiple times, like by all types of people. Some critics have pointed out inaccuracies in the portrayal of camp life, like what the fuck, and the behaviors of Nazi officers. Like, what drives me insane the most is that there is some kind of implication that the father of the German boy would have allowed this friendship to happen, when in reality this would have never been the case. It would have never been the case. Ordinary Germans that were not Nazi officers, or part of the Nazis that were inside the camp or generally serving in the army, already hated Jewish people. Not to talk of the ones serving the government. What the fuck are they trying to tell us? That, oh, there were some Nazis that had some humanity left in them? First of all, that's the bottom of the barrel to begin with, and secondly, that did not exist. That did not exist. I'm not saying that there might not have been one or the other Nazi officer that was like, wow, this is actually wrong, but they still participated. There was never some type of resistance, never some type of uproar, never some type of this is wrong. It did not happen. It did not happen. The Germans never resisted Hitler, okay? They never resisted Hitler. I spoke about this in my video the other day. Germans loved Hitler, and they fully had his back for everything he did, because he made it crystal clear from the get-go. So this movie is fucking insane. The author's intent is, in my opinion, what makes it even worse. Yeah. To evoke emotion and explore themes rather than provide a factual account. I am so flabbergasted and so shocked that, one, people actually think this is a real movie. Secondly, that this movie was not only produced but aired. That, like, somebody really put money, acted this whole entire movie out, published it, and people rushed it to an extent that people think this is part of studying the Holocaust. I just lack the words to describe the disgusting evil of humanity. I have absolutely nothing left to explain how fucking disgusting this is. On how, like, again, we have literal footage, real life footage of what happened during World War II. Not every now and then, years, hundreds of hours, evidence, written, pictures, records, movies, videos. The Nazis documented literally everything they did. Everything they did. And prior to that, Hitler literally wrote an entire book laying down his intentions, literally explaining what he's about to do. So this fake ass movie and the evoking emotion, if you need a fake ass movie to have emotions for the Holocaust and for World War II, you are fucking insane. You're absolutely fucking insane. That entire movie is fiction. There's nothing real about this movie, from the settings to the people to the relationships to the social hierarchies to the possibilities to the landscapes to the setup of the camps. Nothing in this movie is real. I mean, the camps obviously existed clearly, but the whole setup, some tiny ass fence and two boys talking to each other through the fucking fence, absolutely not. The fact that this movie was aired is beyond my comprehension. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. In my opinion, as a German, this movie should definitely have been fined for. Because making up a story of two non-existent kids and creating some type of empathy and emotion should, in one way or the other, fulfill the law in Germany that literally can convict you for denying the Holocaust. Because this is absolute fucking insanity. This should have never aired. It should have never, ever aired.